My baby, my Valentine. Can I hit the making with temperature days? If you leave me, you're good. I swear, you are like the oxygen I need to survive. I'll be honest. Loving the thought of me, I am so obsessed. I want to pull up, never need it. Pull up, make us pull up. Yeah, my love, you make me bad man. I go spend. Talk all they want, I don't care what they say, cause your matter. Now in my con, they carry for my head every night. Now you I want it. No, 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 don't tell me no, no, no. You can be my partner, never riding solo, no. And we got lucky, no need to. I'm feeling what you're doing, no, yeah, baby, gotta go, gotta go. Your body, they make I see you. Now you where they got my fancy. They do me a give party, oh no 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 no. And they call me. I want to go, but you got me. Why should I be early in the morning? Oh yeah, shake it, make it spend my money. Call me Mr. Bean, I go make you. Ay, give me, baby, make you give me. I go show you love and I go take you to my city. Don't need to make I look pretty. You won't make us sing me before you go see me. Fine girl, you know your body bad. Same body bad can make you for Ghana. Here, dancing for me, baby, pana. Come and give me show.
Wearing the Timberwolves 1, Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, feeling like it's me against the world, but I can give a f who my opponent is. And I came here to change it. Big my belief, now they calling me dangerous. Taking the throne and I'm gonna maintain it. I gotta go down as just one of the greats.
Takes flight, going down. You'll clear the deck. Deck cleared.
Hi everyone, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. And our broadcast team tonight, Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right. And the Hall of Famer David Aldridge along the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Now, Commissioner Adam Silver is continuing to push for the creation of an in-season tournament. He says the notion is to steal a page from European soccer. It's not the Larry O'Brien Trophy, but something secondary that teams care about. Something you'd see players go into that extra gear for. Kevin, back to you.
That's pretty intriguing, DA. That's an interesting story, and we thank you for giving it to us. And even here, in the middle of the season, Steve, some players are really putting in the work and playing with postseason energy.
Well, that's a mark of greatness in my book, Kevin. Guys who value every game and don't want any unnecessary losses on their record.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. DeRozan and Williams are the forwards. LaVine is out there with Alex Caruso. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. And for Minnesota, sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Russell in at the point Lets it go from the wing. And there's Edwards on the assist by Anderson.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Poked away. It's stolen by Edwards. McDaniels with the ball. Now guarded by DeRozan. A nice shot by McDaniels.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's DeRozan. Pulls up on the wing. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
That's his bread and butter. DeRozan has made a living with the mid-range jumper.
LaVine against Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Outside DeRozan. Shoots over McDaniel. DeRozan's shot is off.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. And he uses the glass on the lane.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
Passes it to Vucevic. Over Gobert. And it's Vucevic missing.
Went to the fadeaway. Didn't need to, though. Probably cost him some points.
Edwards.
Oh, did you see that?
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Bulls have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Bean passes to Williams. Vucevic setting the pick for Williams. For Gobert. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
How about the job Billy Donovan has done? Under 500 in his first season, but took the Bulls to the playoffs in his second year at the helm.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's good from Williams. Lots of pieces have been added to this Bulls roster. For Donovan, you were just talking about him, to work with, coach, and lead. He has done a good job.
They have a great mix, Kevin, of veteran leadership and young talent. Donovan has been able to mix and match to keep guys fresh. It worked well for him in the playoffs last year. Just couldn't find an answer for Giannis and the Bucks. He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
The Bulls off to a slow start. 7-point differential coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
It just seems that every pass they made is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Vucevic setting the pick for DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
When DeRozan gets to the rim like that, you know how it's going to end.
Fires from the wing. And it's Russell missing.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spots, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
It just landed in. He wanted to make a statement.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And so far this season, shooting at a 75% clip from the line.
One shot.
The free throw drops from McDaniel. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
And that one's good. Russell.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. LaVine wide open.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Here's Russell. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Now Caruso. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. A wide open look here for Vucevic. Traps in the tray.
Whether it's off the pick and pop or just spotting up, the stats show that Vooch is lights out on catch and shoot jumpers.
Wasted no time on that one. Russell's got 7 points.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Caruso finds Williams. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
And they cruised to a big win in their last meeting, getting that opposing starting lineup out of the game early with foul trouble.
You can bet that was their game plan from the get-go. Don't be shocked if they're aggressive again today as well.
And the Bulls making a change here. Green's checked in. Here's Russell. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Here's LaVine after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. And no good that time.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Edwards, that's good.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
So it's Chicago now. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Here's Vucevic, and count it from 19 feet away. Vucevic has got his second bucket tonight.
Alex Caruso, he can make that pass in his sleep.
Goes up the baseline, and there's Edwards on the assist by Russell. 12 points for Anthony Edwards.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
And stolen by Russell. From down in the low post, it goes.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Now here's Williams. He's coming off a 13-point game against Minnesota. That one falls.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Only 1 miss in his first 8 attempts, coming out of the gate strong.
Caruso against Russell. And stolen by Russell. Tries it from the top of the key. And again, it's Minnesota converted. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Timberwolves?
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Despite the shot-first mentality, LaVine understands he also needs to facilitate for this offense to run well.
Count it.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
And so LaVine will bring it up now for Chicago. They trail by 18.
Kevin, what's so impressive to me about LaVine It's the all-around play. He affects the game across the board. Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
And LaVine's efficient as well.
And good shooting numbers, no doubt. Last year, he cut back on the turnovers. And, boy, he's still young. There's still tons of upside to be had.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Making their way onto the court are your Minnesota Timberwolves Dexter.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Taurean Prince comes in for Anderson. Noel, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Austin Rivers in for D'Angelo Russell. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Bradley comes in for Williams. Osumu, he's checked in for LaVine. And it's Dragic in for Alex Caruso. Drummond in the post, guarded by Reed. And here's Dragic. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Drummond. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Dragic looking it over. Rejected. And Prince with a clear path to the hoop. Finish off the break. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
Taurean Prince takes the hit, maintains focus. He's a tough individual.
Dragic kicks to Green. Takes the three. Here's Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Pass to Osumu. Kicks it to Bradley. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And it's in there.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Bulls trailed by 19. Now the pass to Osumu. Drummond the screen. Osumu, the pass to Drummond. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Not many do a better job of carving out space for himself than Andre Drummond.
Here's Rivers, and again it's Minnesota.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Most losing teams, Greg, are looking to rebuild, look to the future, but not in Chicago.
Yeah, their idea to turn it around was to get all-stars. Trading for Vooch in 21 during a losing season, then signing DeMar as a free agent. That's a refreshing approach and really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The shape. Dosunmu's shot's good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
From deep, Prince. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
When Prince gets it clicking from the perimeter, gets his confidence going, the entire offense benefits.
Now, here's Dosunmu. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Here's Dragic from outside. It's hauled in by Edwards. Edwards got his 5th rebound in this one.
In a bump this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. On the wing, Green. Pass to Bradley. Outside, Dragic. It's hauled in by Noel.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been healthy at all.
It's good from long range.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
If you love analytics, this is what this is all about. They favor the 3-ball. You can pile up points in a hurry.
And here's Dragic after Torrey and Prince hitting the 3. And the wide open shot from Green. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Green's got 5.
What a find by Dragic. Coming off the pick and roll, hitting his man, has the ability to make that pass with either hand.
Dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Burkett just landed in. He wanted to make a statement.
Here's Dragic after the basket by Minnesota. Seconds left in the first quarter. This is it to Dosunmu. And the Bulls, another 3.
Pretty tall point guard. Goran Dragic sees the entire floor. Terrific look.
Here's Rivers. The shot, no good. And it's Chicago the other way. Outside Dragic. Pass to Dosunmu. Now here's Drummond, guarded by Reed. Here's Dosunmu, nailed from three-point land.
3.
Dosunmu's got a couple of threes now in the first for Chicago. Here's Noel, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. To the inside. Here's Dosunmu. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota, going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We come back right after this. It's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
Bulls trail by 18. So for Chicago right now, Williams and Vucevic hold down the post for him. LaVine and DeRozan, the lethal wing pair. And it's White in at point guard. Minnesota on D. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead.
the edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Now, here's McDaniel. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
And finished off by DeRozan.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
Steve, it's been tremendous to see Zach LaVine reach his all-star potential in recent years.
Kevin, you can tell he's loving it too, right? But yeah, this was a long time coming. He's at the top of his game, earning his spot among the best players in this league, Kevin.
And here's White after D'Angelo Russell hitting the three. And we played through the first minute here in the second. And the basket by Gobert.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
White looking around. Here's the pass to DeRozan. To the middle. Here's Williams. And Williams with the stuff. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
I just hate seeing this, but no need to jump the gun. Let's see what it turns out to be.
He's check in for Minnesota. So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Making their way onto the court are your Minnesota Timberwolves Sixers.
We get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Timberwolves. Right now they're down in the 9th spot. They haven't had the kind of success they had wanted to have at this point of the season.
Well, I think for Minnesota, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now that's where they are.
I thought this might happen. Confidence can take you a long way, but you also have to have the talent to back it up.
Here is Forbes. He had 10 points in the win against Chicago.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
Here's DeRozan. Gobert pulls it in.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
The shot by McDaniels, no good.
And see, he had his momentum going forward, but really didn't need to lean in there. He was wide open.
On its way from DeRozan for 2. That shot off the mark. So Minnesota will take it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, it seemed like they got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
Inside from 11 feet away, and the shot is good. White's got his first points of the night.
Nice touch from the mid-range. You can't give Kobe White these looks.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Bulls have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. DeRozan with it. Working on McDaniels. And it's Vucevic missing for Minnesota. They've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Here's Forbes. And again, it's Minnesota converted.
No surprise that Forbes pulls up there. At this stage, he has more confidence in the jumper than his ability to finish in close.
It's stolen. Pass to Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Time now for an injury report. Now for an update on D'Angelo Russell's injury. Let's go to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, I had a moment to catch up with Minnesota's head athletic trainer. He said it appears to be a moderate wrist sprain. You don't want to hear this news as most teams are starting to hit their stride. So they're going to miss him while he's recovering from this injury. Kevin?
Okay, Dave, thanks. Sounds like he won't be out for too long.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
LaVine dishes to White. Outside DeRozan. Craig, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency and you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
LaVine finds Williams. Here's White. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Forbes. And again, it's Minnesota.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
McDaniels sinks that one from the post. McDaniels got 7 points for the quarter.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like. Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Minnesota shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And the first one drops. And defensively, Chicago's so solid. Steve, they don't gamble a lot. They just get the job done.
Kevin, they do. Well, how they get it done, they rely on their intelligence. Good communication at that end. Could they be more disruptive? Maybe, but they play to their identity.
Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Chicago. Rivers hits both of them.
And what makes Chicago tricky to defend, Kevin, they just have such a balanced attack. They can score in the paint from mid-range or hurt you from deep.
Now here's Caruso. Here's LaVine. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 5 rebounds tonight. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And, D.A., we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the 2 players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. We'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. You know, as the Bulls have become a more veteran team, Greg, it feels like they've settled into what they do well.
And you need a strong identity to be successful in this league. Chicago is building towards that, but it does take time.
And the Timberwolves call time.
Free t-shirts are heading your way, fans. Get out of your seats and let us know you want one. Fans, your first Avenue Breaker. Make some noise.
Reed, he's checked in for Minnesota. Taurean Prince comes in for McDaniels. Andre Drummond's checked in for Chicago. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Austin Rivers. Rivers against Caruso. He kicks to LaVine. Lobbed up there for Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
So gifted. Drummond soars through the air, then explodes on the finish.
Here's Anderson. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Anderson's got his third bucket of the night.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Caruso, the pass to LaVine, and Drummond kicks to Caruso. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Hands it from downtown. LaVine's got his second basket of the night.
Slick shot by Zach right off the pass. He just goes straight into his motion.
Going inside. The shot's good from Forbes.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Well, Chicago's gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. For three, LaVine. Rebound, Minnesota. Anderson's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounded edge right now, massive.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Caruso looking for an opening. He dishes it to DeRozan. To the paint. Here's Drummond. It's blocked.
Taurean Prince saying, not on my watch. Spectacular D.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Bradley's checked in for DeRozan. Javonte Green comes in for Zach LaVine. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for White. And it's Dragic in for Alex Caruso. Just 5 on the clock. There's Dragic with the 3. The offensive rebound. Drummond scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
What makes Drummond a great rebounder, not just the size and athleticism, it's his tremendous anticipation. Oh, he's heating up here now in the second quarter. Watch out.
And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Bulls. Three-pointer. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 7 rebounds in the game.
You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night.
The Bulls shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Dragic with it, picked up by Rivers. Passes it to Brantley. Green taking his time here. Pass to Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
There's not many that dunks it as powerful as Andre Drummond. He's explosive at 280 pounds.
Hey, Smitty, one way Javonte Green got our attention early on in his career was with his spectacular acrobatics, those great dunks.
Kevin, I agree with you. Reverse jams, windmills, putbacks. There isn't going to be a soft finish when he's close to the bucket. Really impressive. Prince has put in the work to diversify his offense. More comfortable down from mid-range.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Edwards has come in for Minnesota. Noel comes in for Rivers. Now here's Dosunmu. 10 points for him. Green, no luck. Anderson against Dragic. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Lobbed up there for Drummond. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Edwards. Leans from outside, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Edwards got 20 points.
Wow, 10 straight points from mid-range.
Outside Dragic, and the pass to Brantley. Outside Green.
2 minutes remaining in the half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Drummond. The Bulls need to get a shot off. And there's the bucket from Dosunmu.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
From downtown and out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. A look at Chicago. They're down in the bottom of the conference. Their fans hope they can turn it around and show some improvement.
And, you know, for the Bulls, their place in the standings would be a disappointment for just about any team, but especially one with such high expectations.
And that's what's been so hard for this team and its fans, those expectations. The hopes were so high for them coming into this year, and then it went all south. What a disappointment.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And again, Minnesota will turn it over.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Anthony Edwards. And he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And it's his lightning-quick hands that have put him in the top 3 in steals. Also his tremendous anticipation. He's constantly all over the basketball. Now here's Dragic to the inside. Stolen by Reed. And now here's Prince, the fast break opportunity. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Outside Dragic. Shot clock at 6. The rebound by Prince.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Here's Reed, and it's good from the elbow. Reed's got 6 points.
looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Now here's Drummond. He's got 12. Here's Edwards. And he jams it right over Andre Drummond. Wow!
And you cannot deny Edwards' pure speed, running the floor like a man on a mission.
Outside Dragic. Pass to Dosunmu. Lets it go from deep. And Goran Dragic gets the three. Dragic has got 5 points in the quarter.
That's the pass you want, orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
There's the three. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
And as a defender, Edwards' speed and agility make him tough to shake. No easy shots with him on you.
71.
Thanks very much, Billy. I heard you tell the guys to take it to them and play with more physicality offensively. What did you mean?
Well, just I think when we're getting the ball inside around the basket, at times we got to go up a little bit stronger and play through the contact and go to the rim.
Tough sledding in there, but you got to get there. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
They're scoring the ball with ease. The defense has done nothing to slow them down. This is what you looked like when someone tried to use a small ball lineup against Shaq.
Well, thank you, Kenneth. I'd average 50. These youngsters just don't know who the Diesel was.
I'd say 60.
That's right. Thanks, Kenny.
And let's take a moment to shift gears, check out the upcoming schedule.
And for their matchup with the Mavericks, this one should be very informative. We'll just see how even these teams are. The rankings might not tell the whole story.
Projections mean nothing to me.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Anderson is out there with Gobert, and it's Noel in at the point. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Kept alive. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And Gobert, even when he gets hit, maintains his focus on the bucket and gets it to go.
First team foul.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
One shot.
A free throw drops for Gobert. You have to admire the energy with which Rudy Gobert attacks the glass.
Kevin, Well, his stats reflect that tremendous effort. He averages some crazy rebounding numbers, using not just his size, but also his expert timing.
Noel misses the three. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for Chicago. DeRozan finds Caruso. Vucevic is screen on Edwards. In the corner, it's LaVine. A three ball, and he's good on the three ball. LaVine's got 9.
Boy, there's a certain beauty to that high arching jumper. LaVine showing us the range.
From deep. He can't get that one. Now Chicago takes it the other way. DeRozan passes to LaVine. Here's Caruso. Offline with his three.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Gobert, no good.
Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
Down low. Anderson with the block.
Nice block by Anderson. Can't get too high off the ground, but uses that 7'3" wingspan to full effect.
Sinks the triple. He's got 7.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stop.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first. Overall, Anthony has a special ability to score.
Now here's LaVine. He's got 9. Pass to DeRozan. Williams sets a screen for DeRozan. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Caruso kicks to LaVine. DeRozan in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Minnesota's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Driving inside. Basket counts. 15 points for Jaden McDaniel.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Caruso finds DeRozan. Puts it up. Number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
He's on a roll. Can't let DeRozan get into rhythm. He will torch you all night.
Here's McDaniels, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's DeRozan, and it's Chicago scoring again.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
There's the drive. Nice D from DeRozan.
Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on.
Caruso with the ball. The pass to Vucevic from outside the arc. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Anderson outside. Here's McDaniels. Here's Gobert. It's deflected.
Timed it just right. Alex Caruso said no, no, no.
Here he goes. Kicks it to Vucevic. No one near him. Rebound, Minnesota.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Edwards can't hit.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Out to the right wing. A wide open look here for Caruso. That's good. And it's LaVine with the assist. Caruso's got 5.
Alex Caruso loves the corner shot. He spots up, and he trusts his stroke.
The 17-footer. Edwards, that's good.
And boy, he's really in a group. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games. He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games. In the third spot, the Timberwolves. Fourth, the Bulls.
I mean, this is about hot shooting for both these teams recently. Two teams playing with tremendous confidence. This sure makes for an exciting matchup.
LaVine dishes to DeRozan. Here's the three. And there's LaVine on the assist from DeRozan.
3 points.
LaVine's got 6 points in the quarter.
DeMar's a magnet for defensive attention. You see the overreaction leading to a wide open man.
Edwards. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
LaVine kicks to Caruso. Back to LaVine. Launches it. And the Bulls, another three.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Bean with the rebound.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
The assist.
Instinctual pass by Zach LaVine doesn't hesitate to feed the wide open man.
Edwards inside, guarded by LaVine. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got 10 points here in the second half.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
And LaVine, here we go. And LaVine throws it down.
Some people say LaVine settles for too many jump shots. This time, he doesn't.
Here's Noel. And the layup's good off the glass. Noel's got 9.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
You want to stay aggressive, right at the rim, driving another nail into the coffin.
It's good.
Impressive night scoring the ball for Zach. He knows how to put on a show.
Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
That's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Outside DeRozan. That misses off the backboard. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Edwards kicks to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
This is why Gobert shoots a high percentage. He understands how to carve out room inside and finish.
Now here's Caruso. 5 points in the game. LaVine passes to Vucevic. Looking to get back on track here. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Big time play by Vuce. Rising up and hammering it down.
Here's McDaniels. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Minnesota.
What I love, and the coaching staff has to love, is the defense. They've really brought the energy with all these blocks we've seen in this one.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is getting steals, and that can be attributed to their tenacious style defensively.
And the Timberwolves call time.
You love them. Here they are, your Minnesota Timberwolves dancers.
And a look at the block shot number over the last few seasons for Rudy Gobert.
The blocks just aren't coming for him nearly as much as they were a few years ago. I think he's lost a little something in terms of that intimidation factor and that ability to change a game with his interior defense, and that's too bad.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for McDaniels. Chicago's gone downtown to Watson's halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. And Green slams it in.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
And so Knight will bring it up for Minnesota. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. And that'll be the 3rd of the 4 straight at home. And Anderson gets it to go.
And the difficulty defending Anderson from mid-range. He has a number of go-to moves from that distance.
Now here's Dosunmu. He's got 12. Eight feet away, 6 to shoot. LaVine with it, working on McDaniels. Dosunmu's shot is off. Minnesota's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Yeah, that's a great shot. 3rd 3 of the game for him, first in this half.
The Bulls shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point. Dragic with a wide open look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Rivers. And it's Bradley with the rebound.
Yeah, well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
Now McDaniels, after the missed 3 from Goran Dragic, no good with the elbow jumper. To the middle, here's Green. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got his 4th assist in this one.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Now here's Anderson. He's got 10. Here's Dosunmu.
2 minutes remaining in the 3rd.
Outside, LaVine. Back to Bradley. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
And Chicago shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Left side, Bradley. Pass to Dosunmu. Left side, LaVine. Out to the wing. There's Dragic with the 3. That one, no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. From deep. A shot by Knight, no good. Outside, LaVine. Passes to Dragic. From the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
He can't get anything to fall this quarter. And obviously, that's dragging the whole team down. Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
Now here's LaVine. 19 points in the game. Dosunmu, the pass to Bradley. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Rivers. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. 34 seconds left in the 3rd. Now Dragic, he's got 5. For the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Dragic has got 8.
I mean, tremendous quickness off the pick and roll. Goran Dragic will run this on you all day.
Here's Rivers. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Pass to Dragic. Plays it up and banks it in. Dragic has got 5 points in the quarter.
That's a strong move right down there in the paint. Something you see a lot from Goran Dragic.
Substitution on the court.
Outside LaVine. Outside Bradley. Fires the three. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Minnesota leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Timberwolves shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group Billy Donovan has on the floor. Andre Drummond is out there with Derek Jones. And it's Kobe White. Then there's Dragic. And it's Terry in at the three spot.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. And McLaughlin gets it to go. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. And nowadays, it seems like players have more opportunities than ever before. But, Steve, does that add to the challenge of balancing on the court versus off the floor?
It does for some individuals, but I love the opportunities that they're getting, and I love they're taking advantage of it. Most of the guys can juggle and balance both.
Now here's Terry inside, and Jones slams it in.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Here's Forbes, and it's White with the rebound.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Moore against Dragic. Drummond sets the screen for Dragic. Bobbed up there for Drummond. That's tipped. Moore with the steal. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's Forbes, and the shot is long.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Outside, Jones. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago, and it's Drummond with the jam.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Here's Prince. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Bulls have gone 3 of 4 at field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Moore against Dragic. Outside, White from past the arc, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
Kobe White doesn't need much time or space to get off that catch and shoot.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
present our New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. It must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars. Minnesota with the ball. And stolen by Williams. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. DeRozan, and it's blocked. And here is Prince. Lets the three fly. Good on the three-point shot.
The pull-up J, if Taurean Prince can knock these down like this, he becomes a whole lot harder to defend.
Now here's Caruso. Now the dish to DeRozan. Over Reed. And it's DeRozan missing. Timberwolves have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Gobert, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Now here's DeRozan. Vucevic setting the pick for DeRozan. From 18 feet away, another miss by DeRozan. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And here's Edwards from the arc. They get the rebound.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Caruso, the pass to Vucevic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
This is the challenge Vooch poses for defenses when he overwhelms them and draws the whistle.
At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Smitty, we've seen Nikola Vucevic add a three-point shot to his arsenal.
This is a shot he didn't have early on in his career. But GA, as the game has continued to evolve, so has Vucevic. Recognizing bigs like him have to be able to stretch the floor.
Green, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And both free throws good for Vucevic.
What you love about Vucevic, the consistency. Solid shooting percentages, and he's averaged double-digit rebounds for the last 5 years.
Here's Prince. Got another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Doing a great job of making himself big in the paint. Taurean Prince makes a tough shot over the contested hand.
Caruso, the pass to Williams. Vucevic is screwed on Gobert. Outside Williams. Clock at 6. Back to Caruso. Shoots over McDaniel. Misses off the right eye. You know, Greg, adding to that for Vucevic, the last 2 seasons, he's been excellent in the playoffs.
Great point, Kevin. His numbers were up over what he did in the regular season. He hits clutch shots, gives them a physical presence, and he is just a rock in the middle.
White against Edwards. To the inside. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Kobe White keeping his head up, shows great vision, and delivers a great pass.
Vucevic against Gobert. No good from outside. And so White will bring it up for the Bulls. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Here's McDaniels. No good on the triple. Bulls have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. It's White on the wing. McDaniels defending. Back to White. Driving in. And the jam by White.
There's something special about this kid. White just has that it factor.
Well, Greg, analysts evaluate player performances on the floor, and sometimes we've seen the players fire back. They're not happy with the criticism.
You know, it's a risk you take, but if you treat everyone with kid gloves, you're really not doing your job. The audience expects a level of honesty, and quite frankly, players don't mind you criticizing their game. It's when those critiques become personal.
Kobe White might be new to the league, but he doesn't play like it. Confidence and ability are beyond his years.
Jacks up a three. Buries the long-range jumper.
Good shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Caruso with the ball. On the wing, Williams. The shot, no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Chicago with the ball. Tipped away. It's stolen by Edwards. Minnesota calls timeout.
Timberwolves call timeout. All right, everybody, time to get on your feet and make some noise.
Here's Gobert. No good on the quick three. Bulls have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Here's Caruso. to the middle. And then Vucevic slams it in.
We talk about Williams' physical abilities, but right there, you see the awareness and willingness to be unselfish.
Here's Noel. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Williams, and Williams throws it down.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hand.
Textbook. Knocked away. It's stolen by Green. The pass to Vucevic. Bulls moving the ball around. Vucevic is screen on Edwards. Here's Green. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Noel passes to Prince. Down low. Here's Gobert. 2 points. That one goes. Gobert's got 9 points now in just the second half.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Fantastic! That was the First Avenue Breakers.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Kyle Anderson comes in for Naz Reid. And it's McDaniels in for Taurean Prince. Then for the Bulls, DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Javonte Green. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Kobe White. LaVine finds DeRozan. Now here's Caruso. He's guarded closer. Some things change here in the league, but a little trash talk still seems, Steve, like a key component to the game. I'm having a hard time remembering. Did you partake in that?
I did, Kevin, but I didn't call it trash talk. We just talked, and you tried to get into your opponent's head. And also for me, I played better when I was talking.
And so much great talent coming into the league, Craig, every year. That 2021 draft, in particular, looks very strong.
Absolutely. Anytime you got just a couple potential stars, but from the looks of it, upwards of 5, you know it's been a special draft.
The free throw drops from McDaniels. And McDaniels drops them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Now LaVine. Dishes to DeRozan. Shoots over McDaniel. And rejection by McDaniel. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Andre Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Bradley comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Kobe White, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's Dragic in for Alex Caruso. Outside Bradley. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to White. Fires from deep. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Chicago. To the paint. And Drummond throws it down.
When Drummond's playing with passion and fire, he can be unstoppable.
Pulls up from the corner, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Dragic, and McDaniels with the block. Here's Noel, guarded by Bradley. Noel, no good. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
It's stolen by Edwards. Shoots over Dragic. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
Passes it to Williams. Right side, Dragic. Second shot opportunity. In deep, Drummond drops it in.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Noel, no good. Bulls shooting fairly well in the fourth, around 48%. Dragic dishes to Drummond. Back to Dragic. That's tipped. And here's Edwards over Williams. Edwards can't hit.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Outside, White. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got assist number 7 for him tonight.
There's a reason why Kobe takes a good number of threes a game. He's effective from deep.
Now here's Gobert over Drummond. Gobert can't hit. 1:37 left in the fourth. Right the pass to Dragic. Well, we know confidence is key, but Steve, when you see young players who haven't done much in the playoffs acting like they've arrived, can that kind of confidence hold them back a little bit?
Well, you love confidence in anything you do, Kevin. Obviously, you need it, but it can backfire. You love that guys want to say they're great, but it all comes down to proving it.
Timberwolves leading by 18.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Minnesota.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Anthony Edwards.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
Now here's Dragic. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. Pass to Bradley. Back to Dragic. Lets the three fly. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And you got to like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
White. The three-pointer, no good. Minnesota calls timeout. They're ahead by 17. 16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
And the game pretty much over. Curious timeout here.
In my opinion, I think they're looking to make a substitution. But let's see out of the timeout.
Time to get up and make some noise for your Minnesota Timberwolves dancers.
Substitution on the board.
So it's Minnesota now. They lead by 17. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Now here's Dragic. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.